anyway, that's the sound that you do. That's the sound that you do for Netflix. Depending on what truck you got. Don't get it confused with this. Similar for sure.
Hey, welcome to Attackett Adventures today. Hey, welcome to Attackett Trucker and Car Series. Today, we're back on the Crown Vic. This is a 91 Crown Vic. It's got a 5.0 302. I bought this set here. I don't have the box with me, but it's a Chloe's. I guess it was a performance. I didn't realize, but when I seen the differences of the factory one, this is a factory. This is actually off of this one here. They're similar, okay, but I'll show you what I didn't know yesterday. That this one here comes with a. It showed up with this here, and you could see the little dimples in here that I made when I put it on there, not paying attention to the directions. But what happened was I stuck this backing plate on, and when I tightened down the cam sprocket, this edge of the bolt hit this, the other edge hit that, and I heard it. I thought that I cracked the block. I thought I actually cracked the vein, the vein in this block. I heard that noise, and that's not a good noise. But anyways, what I didn't even check it was the fact of. What's a good way to check it with? Oh, with this. This is nice and smooth, okay? It don't fit in there like it does this one here. This has got a flat surface machined onto it. It don't have a race, but it's flat. This, if you leave the race out, it's flat. So in order to have this, you check it now, which I didn't know to check it with this plate. That's why it hit that bolt. And I really don't believe that being that much off of the engine is going to make any difference, because everything's going to tighten up anyways. Like this could be here, it could be here. You know what I mean? The damper's going to go on. It's going to have. So, and I've never done this before, so I took it over to Bud's machine shop. If you don't know what an 82 degree bevel is, it's 82.
And Bud is you?
Yeah, I just ran some big drills in there to make them do this. Again, if you don't have a good vise, it's not going to hold that, because what they mean is this has to be countersunk. It's not 82 degrees, but it was quite a large drill bit to get it to hog that stuff off where you can't get to see these. And you can still see it a little bit. Like I'll hold it.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is that if you get that Chloe's race, it's just going to be right there. Even though those are cracked, you got to put those, when I put those in, you got to read and this, all three of those We'll get rid of these. These are done.
We need to wash this baby.
All three of them is going to get the orange. They recommend red, but I don't have it. But with this, I think I'm going to just squirt some of this on here. It says that you could put some moly grease or clean engine oil, but I had this for when I was doing another project. And let's see, set that on there. So I've already got the bottom sprocket. You can't really see it. I'll slip it off. See, it's the 0. When you got all these positions, you put the 0 up. The A is advanced, 4 degrees, 6 degrees, and you could actually keep indexing it, but we're going to 0.
Here, show the numbers, because I've never known that there was numbers on the back of that.
It's actually, this is, you could put it forward to, or you could put it back to. You could put it back, and you could just pull it off. There's only one. Basically, it's a. I don't know what they call it, but it's just a shim. It's just a shim cut into the end of the crank, and right there is 0 because I got it sitting on 1. I got it sitting on number 1. And on when you know you're at number 1 because the pointer is going to be pointing at the 1 o'clock or at the number 1, which is here on your distributor. Notice my problem. It's pointed over here between 7 and 8 cylinders. If I was to put the cap on here, this is 1. This is firing between 7 and 8. So 7 and 8. I believe it's 7 and 8. But anyways, that's why every time it would just crank. And as soon as I let go of the key, then it would go. Then it would start this. It would try to start. You could crank it for 3 minutes, let go of the key, and then it would be like, try to start. So I'm hoping that I found the problem. Anyways, the chain was no good, so.
Yeah, this was the original.
Sure was. Yeah. And it was definitely more than a 1/2 inch play. So, and you can see those are the machine dots when you're taking them off. You know you're at 1, even though the distributor's wrong. I'm gonna have to do that later, but anyways.
For women, snowman upside down.
That's right.
That's how I remember it. It's probably a stupid way of remembering it.
No, it ain't either, because believe me, if you ain't done it for a while and you take the old one off and then you put the new one up there, you're like, it's easy to think that the bottom would be the bottom like a snowman. If you did that, so you really mess up. You would put this on the crankshaft and this on the camshaft, and that's not right. It's actually this is the camshaft on the bottom.
Yeah.
This is the that you see this here. Let's see, this dot right here. I'm getting so.
Yeah, you can see it.
I'm getting it so greasy, but anyway, with that oiled up, that's gonna line perfectly, and it slips this dowel pin is going to slip onto this dowel pin here on the cam. So that's how you know. They recommend.
So when you get done, we'll come back and show what it looks like on.
Well, I can demonstrate what I'm going to do here with this.
Okay. I'd rather you just have it on.
With this here.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is Loctite. This is where it's kind of tricky because they also want
Lube it up.
Yeah, it's not, you don't want to put it on there dry. So, and I already know that this is, because I've had it off a couple times today. So it's in there. Get my little, they're all going to be different. This is a 5/32, and it's torqued to 8 foot-pounds, which I have no idea what 8 foot-pounds is going to be with this. I would think that I can put 5 to, no, I think it said 7 to 8 to 10. Anyways, I'm just gonna snug it over, and I might even put a little wrench or something on here. It's called a cam thrust washer or cam. And it feels flat to me. Actually pretty proud of that. So like I said, once I get this up there, I'm gonna put more Loctite on the cam, the cam bolt. I don't know how I got it on the first time. I had to take it off. I'm afraid to put it on. It's what it is. So, see if I can got it dialed in. And it says not to do that, not to push into it, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to a little bit. You sure don't want to
Use a hammer.
well, you don't want the engine to miss, because it's on the dowel now. Let me look at it. Did I bring? Yeah. Alright, it went in. So then, next we're going to do is look at it from the side. This be straight up and down. I think I had to use this. So you're looking at it from the side, it's got to be straight up and down.
Everybody can make a whole bunch of comments on this. When you said straight up and down.
Because what?
Because you said straight up and down. There could be some comments up.
Oh, I'm sure it could. So I'm gonna put this Loctite bolt here. Let's see.
You'll know when we do our last video on YouTube. I still haven't put the one that we were going to say that was the last video, but y'all can continue going over to Rumble as much as you can.
Here's something that we could talk about. Anybody remember carburetors? They're still putting this little kick pedal on here that's to actually that's meant to hit your fuel every time it comes around. They still put these on there. I wonder what you know, and this is a 93. That Bronco's 93. This is a 91. So both of them have this. But you gotta have this in junction with your cam sprocket bolt. It holds it on there down. See this little goes in that little box goes into the same hole as the dowel on the cam shaft. So we're gonna definitely, this one here is gonna be done with the, oh, excuse me, with your torque wrench. 45, I think it's 40 psi, but someone was saying that they put it down a little bit more than that, like they go 44 or something. And that goes in there nice and good because I got it so clean. Next, I'm gonna put the damper back on. It's just sitting right there, and I gotta hold it with these blue deals here. This just holds. Now, if you had a Chevrolet, you probably wouldn't have something square to hold on to, and in that case, you'd have to come up with a different way to hold it. Yeah, I gotta have the 9/16. Do you see it? We're gonna tighten it down to 45, like somebody already said that their mechanic does, so. And you don't want this motor to turn over because it's just not a good idea. I don't have my distributor where it even start right here, so. Everything can clear. So, but holding this, and I heard somebody else say that you have to do so many pounds plus 45 degrees. I don't know how to do that. Just like taking something simple to the machine shop. I don't know how to do that either. I don't have money for that. I gotta do machine work to some of these wheels, and I'm probably gonna do it myself. That'll be in one of the videos, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. I got
Got my finger in the way.
Sounded like that one noise of the crackling on that bearing again. Well, that's 40. It's saying 40, so
That's good.
I don't understand. It's still moving and saying 45. Well, she's tight. That's a performance mod that you just seen.
How you know it's a she?
No, I said seen.
Oh, I thought I said she's tight.
Oh, I probably did.
I'm just joking with you.
The cam's tight. It's non-binary tight. So, like I said, I'm gonna once I get this cover fixed. This is not ready for nothing. Once you take that pump off and get a new one, replace the seal. It might be in my kit. I haven't looked at it, but I'm gonna spray the
Timing.
the chain with this, and that's pretty good. Just get a spray nozzle that'll fit, and that looks. Once this gets pushed in back through the timing cover, that should push everything in place if it's not. But that was a performance deal, because it's going to allow the cam to hopefully spin a little bit easier. This motor probably don't need to spin too easy, because if it spins too hard, I'm afraid that it's not going to be good for it anyways. Just maybe give you some better fuel. But anyways, I don't know what the name of this video would be. Probably the disgusting Crown. Revisited.
Yeah, it is kind of disgusting right now.
But the nice thing about these old cars where we live, you just buy a license plate, keep it on the road. Nobody's going to inspect it.
Yeah.
But that's that's what you get with a classic. I mean, if we could figure out how to keep all this stuff, getting about 15 miles to the gallon. I mean, that's all you can get. That's all you could ask for, right?
Yeah.
Nobody does an inspection on the 30-year-old cars and back. So anyway, thanks for watching, and leave a comment if you ever thought that you needed to put a timing chain on there or something, and you just, you know what I mean, just
you were having trouble with it.
Afraid to do it. This is our second one. The first one that we did on the Bronco, all of this here was all corroded.
Yeah.
But this one, I mean, I'm gonna have to look at it and clean it up.
Yeah.
And I got a parts tank. I could probably get it real clean, but I use that for a workbench, so I don't have the parts solvent. But our plans were to put a camshaft in here, but as you can see, we're going to run this cam currently, especially since I seen a problem. I already told you. I mean,
The distributor, yeah.
it's only going to go in one direction because of all this stuff here laid up against it. The timing is advanced and retarded by the computer. So
Oh, you can't call your car retarded. Isn't that against the rules today?
the disgusting Vic.
But anyways, let's wrap it up.
Well, what we could do though is get it actually firing on number one when you turn the key. And I'm thinking, as long as everything's hooked back up, we get it plugged back up, we'll be all right.
I hope so.
2 years sitting.
Yeah.
And give it a good bath. I don't know. We could probably get this stuff here on. I don't know what do you call that, but it was like tree. It's like tree.
Crap.
Mold and stuff. So disgusting.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and go attack today.